Yes, sir. Look, it's your boy Hot, man. We're back. I am having a fantastic time on this Louis Tomlinson train. I am. I just got to tell y'all, I am. Watched the interview he did out in L.A. And just really, man, really liked who he was as a person. I've had some of my people in the comments. You know what? This is a good time to shout out. In Louis' heart, at in Louis' heart, man. In my comments, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for showing the love. I appreciate you for putting me up on game. I appreciate you for coming out there and really pointing me in the right direction. Um, they and others all said I need to really go and watch the Diary of a CEO interview. They say he went even more in depth than he did on the other interview. So I'll do that, man. Y'all let me know if you want me to actually react to it. I'm going out there and watch it regardless, so I might as well kill two birds with one stone. What I did yesterday, and you can check this out on the channel too. I did the second, third, and fourth. I've already done Lemonade. It's a reaction to Lemonade, which is the opening track. I did the second, third, and fourth track, which are On Fire, Sunflower, and Lazy. Today, what I'm gonna do, or from here on out, I'm gonna do two. I don't want the videos to get too long, but I want to make sure I do the whole album. One, I'm having such a good time. Two, he said in the interview how much he felt like this was a reflection of the music that he really wanted to make, and just, man, how proud he is of this project, and I can see why. And this one is for his fans. And the one thing that's unquestionable about this dude is that he loves his fans. He actually has some tour dates already announced. The album is How Did I Get Here? The tour is actually How Did We Get Here? But I think what I saw is that he already has some dates already out there, man. So I know all the real fans gonna jump on that anyway. But look, let's get right into it. What I'm doing today is I'm gonna get into Palaces and Last Night. So that's where we're starting today. It's been just cool to dive into his thing, and I am extremely excited to keep this thing rolling. So right now, let's go ahead and dive in, man. As usual, y'all let me know what you think. I really liked it. So he spoke about this song being one of his favorites, and he felt like this was going to be one of the favorites of his fans because it's very similar to the vein that he's normally in. And I like this. Again, it flows so well with where the album, kind of the journey that the album takes you in, right? The Palace is in my mind, upbeat, guitar riff banging, and he's saying, hey, I'm looking for those positive, fantastic places, man, those palaces in my head. I gotta feel it. Here we go.
Stop standing still, everything's changing.
Man, the kings and the queens, the fights, the fuss and the fights, it's beauty in the scars, right? It's beauty in the scars. And it's funny because now having more of an idea of his journey and some of the things that he's been through, and he didn't get deep into that in the LA interview. My understanding from the people is that he gets deeper than that on the or in the diary of a CEO interview. So that's why I'm anxious to go back and see it, man. Because like I said, I really love the dude's personality. But this is right in line with, hey, he has remained positive and now is on the other side or coming out on the other side of a lot of the things that he's been through as far as just his overall happiness. And so that's kind of what this says to me, is that the palaces in my mind, regardless of what's going on, I'm finding a way to find the palaces, and the palaces I think represent the high places, the high points in my life. Right, here we go. You see how on this one, you see how one, he did more close-ups. Two, it felt like in this particular visual, he was almost walking part of the time in somewhat of a darkness, but the light was breaking through. The light kept shining through. Man, look, y'all helped me out with this one. I really do think that what happens is, first of all, I love this, especially off of the back of Lazy, because Lazy was such a free spirit song, was such a vibe. You could tell, like I said, on that, and I know you guys probably already know, but he wrote some of the album in Costa Rica. This just has a vibe like, man, like he was super up when he wrote this. The whole, the music, the beat, the guitar, just the whole vibe of the song is one that this is gonna be a hell of a song to perform live, because it's gonna give him, like, the one thing I figured out about him is he's super high energy. So I can just see this dude bouncing around this stage on this song. I can just see it. I can just see it. But this is the kind of energy that he spoke about, man. And from all of the things that I've heard, this is really in line with his energy, just high energy, no BS, man, just, and that's the person that he was saying, hey, he felt like he wasn't able to do that as much as he would have liked on his previous project. So it's good to see him really let loose. This feels like him really getting in his bag and letting loose. And man, that's always good to see. I'm down for it, for sure. So look, this is what we're gonna do. Y'all let me know what you think about that for sure. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna dive right into last night and see it, man. Just see if he just continues to put these songs back. Right now, album has a fantastic flow. I don't know who put the flow of the album together, whether he did that, whether his people did that, but right now the album has such a good flow to it that I'm excited to get to the next one. So look, let's go ahead and make. Yes, sir. Let's go. Last night. Another up tempo. I like it.
Behind the shades you look pretty. Conversations on the backseat. I can't take my eyes off you. Swapping memories from the last time. Expectations on the first night. Building castles down here with you. This was the last night of our
love it. This is the first one that I felt like he could be talking to a woman. Conversations on the back seat. Look, if this were our last night, you tell me how you really feel. We're gonna, obviously we got a lot more left, but man, this is the first one where I feel like he kind of diving into something where this is, you know what I mean? This boy meets girl right here. Let's go. This was the last night of our lives. I love it.
Every moment's like a landslide. Another second closer to you. While your eyes keep on talking, a silent language unfolding, seeing patterns in the way you move. If this were the last night of our lives, tell me how you feeling.
Man, this one has like like I said, if he picked these visuals out, man, he did a hell of a job. This just feels like he's walking into another, like it's crazy. It's almost like when you watch one of those sci-fi movies and somebody is walking into another dimension or another realm. That's the way this feels with the lights. It feels like the lights are, or he's walking through, or he's walking out of something into something. And it's cool because it goes with the song, right? It goes with the song. And honestly, what I mean by that is he's singing about, hey, if this were the last night of our lives, you'd be open and honest with me. You tell me exactly how you feel, right? That, man, dope. Here we go.
If we don't make it out alive,
We don't make it out alive.
what if our futures, they never collide? This was the last night of our lives. This was the last night. Scared, what if our futures, they never collide? This was the last night of our lives.
Yeah. Hey. Okay. So I like Palaces. I did. I like that. I like this one better. I know y'all probably gonna kill me. I like this one better. I like this one better. I think it's just the vibe of it. But he's, it's cool because at the beginning he talked about, hey, you know what I mean? He mentioned memories. And then towards the end, he doubled back to, and throughout the song, he talked about, hey, if this is our last night. And then he said, hey, if our futures never collide. Right? So he's saying, hey, if we never have another opportunity again, right? Or if this is our last night, you tell me how you feel, right? You tell me how you feel if you knew this was our last night. And then at the end where the song breaks down, and that's a badass breakdown right there. I thought that was dope. And he's done that in several of the songs. The music is dope, and he has almost like a ride out on a lot of his stuff. So I think that's a really clean idea. But I like this, and I like where the album is going. It's funny because honestly, now if you consider Lemonade, Palaces, Last Night, On Fire. On Fire. I thought was an up song. He really is having a good time, right? You can tell that on this album he's having a good time. But he slid the meaning in there, man. I'm a classic love song type guy, which that wasn't. But that was the first time I felt like he was talking to his female audience. So again, it's just getting better and better. It's getting better and better. Look, I'm not gonna stop the train, man. I hope y'all ride the whole ride. What I'm gonna do is create a playlist too, so that when y'all come out here looking for Louis stuff, y'all can find it real easy. But look, let me know what you think. If you have any comments, like I said, I'm always welcome to the feedback. I appreciate y'all in advance for the likes and the subscribes, man. Thank you. And as usual, look, holla at your boy.